All right, so now we're at the main event. You have successfully dialed up an EC2 instance. You have connected to it via either terminal.app on a Mac or Cygwin on Windows or something more exotic, and you are running Ubuntu on it. You have confirmed that you're executing commands on the remote machine rather than the local machine, and now what we're going to do is execute a quick series of commands that will pull down some code from GitHub and then push it to Heroku and get your first Hello World Node.js app up on the web. Awesome. So without further ado, let's go and do that. So again, here's the recap of the steps. Before we do them, just understand what you're doing. You're going to SSH into your EC2 instance. The term SSH over here, by the way, stands for secure shell. So it's a secure shell connection to your EC2 instance, a shell being an environment where you can type commands and the remote machine will execute them. So you SSH into your EC2 instance. You're going to install Git and something called the Heroku tool belt, namely a bunch of command line applications that allow you to script and control heroku.com from your local computer. You're then going to log into Heroku at the command line and set up SSH keys. Pull down a sample application, configure it as an Heroku app, and push it live, and then view the app's URL in your browser. And that was in English, and here are the command lines to accomplish this. So note, by the way, that this is the English letter O rather than the number 0. I know it looks odd here with this particular font. But what you're going to do is on your Ubuntu EC2 instance, the T1 micro instance, you run this command to install Git. You run this command to install Heroku. You then confirm that Git and Heroku are both there, and which Git will tell you if it returns nothing, then you've got a problem, but it should return a path, which we'll show in a second. Same with which Heroku. Once both these commands are installed, you will log into Heroku, set up your SSH keys, and then add these keys. And what this does is basically tells Heroku that this machine is authorized to deploy an app under your name. And then finally, what you're going to do is pull some code down, a sample application from Heroku. You're going to cd into that directory. You're going to create an application. You're going to push it to Heroku, and then you're going to have an application on the web. So let's go through some screenshots of how this actually looks. So again, you begin by connecting to your EC2 instance, and now you're going to execute some commands. The first one you'll execute is apt-get install git core. This is a command that installs software on Ubuntu machines. You can say yes over here. If you don't want to say yes, you can do apt-get install -y, and then that'll automatically say yes to everything. After all of that message completes, you're going to paste in this command over here. You can paste it in from here so that you can get it right, okay? And then after you paste in that command, you're going to have a lot more messages, and when those complete, you will be able to type the commands which Git and which Heroku, and you will see that Git and Heroku are now present on the system, which is fantastic. So then what's next? Next is you're going to type Heroku login, and you're going to put in your credentials. You're going to generate an SSH key pair and just hit enter, enter, enter. You don't want any passphrase. You're going to add that key to Heroku to tell the remote Heroku service that to associate this machine with your account. You're going to run this git clone command. Note the trailing T over here. You're going to cd into that directory, do Heroku create, and then finally do git push Heroku master. And at the end, there's going to be something that looks like this. It's not going to be this exact name, but it's going to be something like this, herokuapp.com. And if all goes well, then you can go to a browser, you can type in that name, and you should see Hello World. And if you've done that successfully, congratulations, give yourself a round of applause. You have just deployed your first web app, and it only took you about 30 minutes. And so that's pretty good, so congratulations.